My neighbor has been mowing the same patch of grass for 3 days straight. And last night, I saw why.
Dude, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I swear, his lawnmower isn't even on.
I watched from my window as the blade spun silently, slicing through nothing but air. And then, the grass started moving on its own.
It wasn't wind, it was like fingers. Pale, bony fingers pushing up through the dirt.
You need to stop watching him. It's not safe.
I tried, but last night, he turned his head slow, like his neck was broken, and smiled at me.
That's when I noticed the flies swarming around him, landing on his skin, and staying there, like he wasn't alive enough to shoo them away.
You ever seen a corpse mow a lawn?
No, but I think I am now.
And then the knocking started. Not at the door, not at the window, inside the walls.
In the house.
Who's in the house?
The ones under the grass.
The mower's running again tonight, and this time, it's getting closer.
You hear that?
It's not just one mower anymore.
The sound is everywhere now. A chorus of engines roaring to life in the dark.
They're coming up.
What do you mean, coming up?
From under the ground.
The first hand punched through the floorboards at midnight.
We need to leave. Now.
Too late. They're already in the car.
The engine won't start. And the radio, it's playing static. No, not static. Whispers.
They're saying our names.
The mowers are outside. The hands are inside. And the neighbor, he's standing at the window, still smiling.
What does he want?
The same thing they all want.
Fresh meat for the lawn.
No. Why won't it open?
Because they don't want us to leave.
The radio static twists into a voice, dry, like dead leaves scraping concrete.
You've been watching. Now it's your turn to be watched.
What the hell does that mean?
The neighbor's smile stretches wider, too wide. His lips split at the corners.
They're not mowing grass.
Then what are they?
A hand slaps against the windshield. Not a hand, a cluster of fingers, knuckles bulging in wrong places.
Oh God, it's growing.
The thing presses harder, skin splitting like wet paper. More hands push through the dashboard, the seats, the roof.
They're everywhere.
The neighbor raises his metal blade. The engine screams.
Drive, just drive.
The car want.
The windshield cracks, not from the outside.
You're in our lungs.
The last thing you hear is the mower's roar.
They're gone.
No. They're just letting us think that.
The car door creaks open on its own. Outside, the streetlights flicker. The neighbor's lawnmower sits abandoned in the middle of the road.
Where the hell is he?
Look down.
The pavement is moving, not shaking.
The concrete, it's pulsing.
Because it's not concrete anymore.
The road splits open. A mouth, a throat, a stomach.
Pardon?
You sprint, but your shoes stick to the ground. It's not asphalt, it's skin.
Oh, guys, grabbing my...
The neighbor's voice comes from everywhere at once.
You shouldn't have watched.
The last thing you see before the street swallows you whole.
Where are we?
Not where. What?
Above you, the last sliver of moonlight vanishes as the street's lips seal shut.
They're coming.
Yeah.
And as the blades begin to turn, you finally understand. I didn't think it was real until it started licking my face while I slept.
Dude, you're losing it. There's nothing in your house.
That's what I kept telling myself. But then the whispers started.
You should check the attic.
Who the hell said that?
The voice didn't come from either of us. It came from the hallway.
I've been living in your walls for 3 years.
What the actual...
The voice was raspy, like it hadn't spoken in decades.
You never noticed the missing food, the moved furniture, the way your dog stares at nothing.
Is telling the truth.
The woman's voice was closer now, right behind me.
Run. Just run.
But my legs wouldn't move. The air was too thick.
Too late.
The lights flickered. In the darkness, something grabbed my ankle.
We've been waiting for you.
You should have checked the attic.
The last thing I saw before the lights died was a smile. Too wide. Too many teeth.
Oh, God. Oh, God, no.
Then the screaming started, but it wasn't mine.
We're hungry.
The house fell silent until the next knock at the door.
Your turn.
The knocking grew louder, more desperate.
Let them in.
No. Don't.
The door creaked open on its own.
Welcome home.
The shadow on the porch wasn't human. It had too many arms, too many eyes.
Dinner's ready.
And then it stepped inside.
What does it want?
You already know.
The air smelled like rotting meat. My skin crawled.
It's not here for us.
Not yet.
The shadow's limbs twitched. One by one, the lights in the house burst.
Why is it standing there?
Then I realized it wasn't looking at us. It was looking past us.
There is something behind you.
Done. Turn around.
Too late, I turned.
Ooh, you shouldn't have done that.
The thing in the hallway wasn't there before, but now it was, and it was smiling.
That's not possible.
It never was.
The walls started bleeding. Thick black sludge dripped from the ceiling.
They've been here the whole time.
Watching. Waiting.
The shadow in the doorway finally moved. It stepped forward,
No.
and the door slammed shut behind it.
Nowhere to run now.
Nowhere to hide.
The whispers started again, but this time they weren't coming from the house.
They're coming from inside you.
My stomach twisted. Something was moving under my skin.
What did you do to me?
We didn't do anything.
You let us in.
The pain hit like a knife, my vision blurred. The last thing I saw was the shadow reaching for me.
Sleep now.
And then everything went dark.
Good. Now we wait for the next one.
Somewhere, a door creaked open,
They always come back.
Always.
and then silence.
Hey, look.
My voice echoed like I was standing in a cavern. But I was still in the house. At least, I think I was.
You're not where you think you are.
The walls were gone. The floor was gone. Just endless black.
This is where they keep us.
Where they feed.
Something brushed against my leg. I didn't look down.
Who are they?
You met one at the door.
There are more, so many more.
A wet, clicking sound came from the darkness, like something was tasting the air.
They're coming.
For me?
For what's inside you now.
My stomach lurched. That movement under my skin, it was bigger.
Don't scream when it comes out.
It doesn't like screaming.
The clicking got louder, closer.
What happens if I scream?
Then it takes your mouth first.
A shape moved in the dark. Tall, thin, too many joints.
Too late.
It lunged.
Wait.
and then the pain tore through me like fire.
Just let it happen.
Something was being pulled out of me. I could feel it.
Almost done.
And then I saw it. The thing that had been growing inside me.
Beautiful.
It looked like me, but wrong. So wrong.
What is it?
The new you.
It smiled with teeth that kept growing.
Now go home.
The darkness swallowed me whole. And then I was back in my house, alone.
For now.
The mirror caught my eye. My reflection smiled.
That's not me.
The reflection's smile widened. Behind me, the front door creaked open.
They're here.
Heavy footsteps shuffled down the hall. Too many, too slow.
You should smile for them.
My lips stretched. Not by choice.
Perfect.
Footsteps stopped just behind me. Hot breath hit my neck.
Please.
The last thing I felt was my reflection's hand pushing through the glass.